What goes on behind the scenes of a 16-piece orchestra? We will show you everything that happens from the preparation stage all the way to the final delivery on the event day. Hey, this is Alvin here and I'm the founder of Musical Touch, a live band company that has performed for over 10,000 events in Singapore. Today is 2 days before the event and we are now on our way to our warehouse to make sure that everything is all loaded up properly and to make sure that everything is all done correctly.
So today we will be sharing some commonly asked questions about Musical Touch.
So Musical Touch was started in 2012 and during that time we had the aim to form a team of musicians to make events memorable through music. So all these people, they were specially selected. So when musicians are already professional musicians, they definitely can sing very well, they can play their instruments very well and all that. But in our opinion, not everyone who sings well and play the instruments well are suitable for weddings and corporate events. There is also a factor that we have to look into on how do they carry themselves on stage and how do they present themselves on stage and how they interact with the guests. So we decided to go and scan through the entire industry 12 years ago to form up a team of musicians that we feel that they have the right X factor, the right attitude also, the right kind of engagement that they can have with the guests to make sure that they are the most suitable ones for weddings and corporate events. In 2019, I was doing some research online and I was looking at what are other wedding live bands doing in other countries and all that, because I felt like the most common live bands in Singapore for weddings and corporate events are like 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece or 6-piece bands. Until I found this band on YouTube. This band was based in Jakarta and I saw that they hold a lot of big band weddings and big band corporate events, 20-piece orchestra, 16-piece orchestras and all that. So then I was like thinking, why can't we have this in Singapore, you see? If we have it in Singapore, wouldn't it be so nice to bring up the entire atmosphere of the entire event? Musical Touch provides, besides the orchestra, a wide range of combinations ranging from a 2-piece band, 3-piece, 4-piece, and 5-piece or even 6-piece. For example, a 2-piece band, it is more of a small and intimate setting where it consists of one singer and one instrumentalist. A 3-piece band, you can have a choice of between 2 singers, 1 instrument, or 1 singer, 2 instruments. In this case, typically it makes the band a little bit more interactive because there are more people down there. For a 4-piece band, you can have 2 singers, 2 instruments, or 1 singer, 3 instruments. In this case, the band will be even more fuller sounding and all that. The next ones are the party style bands, full band settings where we can have a 5-piece, 6-piece, and a 7-piece. So these are more for like bigger settings for their weddings and corporate events and all that. When we started out for the orchestra, it was very, very tough. No one in Singapore has done that. When we are talking about the orchestra, it's not like some concert band or all those where we can actually buy the scores online, the music scores online. For example, for our orchestra, it is a very custom-made orchestra. When it's custom, we will need to get music arrangers to arrange the music for our orchestra. And that was the toughest part. When we first started, we had to sit down and brainstorm what are the instruments that we want to sell for the orchestra, how do we form it, how do we get the musicians together, and the next thing is how do we get the scores. So after everything is formed already, when no one has seen it before, it is very, very hard to present it to people. That was the next hurdle. And after we had managed to clinch our first deal for the orchestra, the next thing is how do we coordinate the whole thing? Because back in 2019, we have never coordinated such a big scale band setting. This time round, we are dealing with 16 musicians. How do we get a stage manager that's experienced enough to manage the whole thing? How do we manage to get the whole orchestra group together to perform together, to make it to be tight sounding? And on that day itself, the first orchestra was logistically in a mess, but I'm glad it turned out well, I see. The moment a client says that, oh, okay, I want the orchestra, and they close the deal with us, the first thing that will come into play is our coordinator. Our coordinator, Eva, will be in touch with the clients to decide on what are the songs that the clients would like to go and do. So till date, our orchestra has got about a few hundred songs. In every event, there will be about 24 songs that the clients can choose from. The clients will also be allowed to choose up to 10 songs that is not within our list. From the 10 songs, we will approach our music arrangers to arrange the music for the orchestra. So that is how we build up our repertoire for every show that we do. So we are now at our warehouse, loading up our equipment for our orchestral performance in 2 days. The reason why we do it 2 days in advance is so that in the event that there are equipment defaults, there is sufficient time for us to make replacements or make some repairs before the event date. Let's check it out. Okay, so the time now is 2 AM in the morning and we have just finished our loading up, which took us 8 hours to complete. Thankfully, after all the checks, all our equipments are working fine. So we'll see you at the orchestra performance in 2 days' time. This is our orchestra members down here, chilling down here during the break time. 你有什么感想? This one Ang Mo Pai one. This is the Ang Mo Pai singer. This one is the lead singer. And this one is our violinist, also a lawyer. Our musicians are all like very multi-talented one, but multiple skill sets. This one is our sound man. Hello. This one our very skillful violinist. Hello. Wow. This one our pianist. This one is the one who taught me piano.
He's the doctor.
And in a few more months to go, he'll be called Dr. Eugene Ang.
Wow! And in a few years, he will be President Eugene Ang.
And this one, our conductor down here. And this one, our lead singer down here. Say, do you have any 感想?
Next time can up more salary.
That one, I have to go to ENT specialist. Okay, so this is our music director of the orchestra. His name is called Eugene Seow. What does the music director do?
So in a big band such as an orchestra like this, you need somebody to coordinate behind the scenes what's going on. Basically, I'm a psycho warrior, but like I'm making sure everything lands at the right spot. We start at the correct place, we end at the right place, we play the right song.
What are the struggles of a music director leading the entire team?
The more people there are, the more chances there is things will go wrong. So just as an example, maybe somebody forgot which song, I will have to cue it. Maybe somebody got a wrong key, I have to cue it. Maybe a singer is not so sure about a certain thing, I'll have to cue them. It's going to look seamless on stage, but I'm sweaty.
Okay, so this is Eugene Seow, very handsome. See, and then got this thing down here, got this thing down here, this one the pocket square. See you later at the orchestra. Okay, so this is Shawal, our sound engineer for today. So I've got 3 questions to ask Shawal. Okay, so the first question is, what is the job of a sound engineer?
I think simply said is to make everyone sound good. That's the main job scope. What entails that is entirely a much broader prospect in terms of that. So I don't want to get too technical, but that's basically it. Make everybody sound good.
Why is the sound engineer so expensive?
So expensive. Wow, yeah. Good question. In my perspective,
just to let you know, we are paying him like 50,000 just for one show, right?
Yeah, 50,000 minus 49,999. So $1. No, I'm just kidding. Different sound engineers with different skills and experience come with different rates as per with cameras and video guys, right? I deliver what I think I can be paid at .
So the next orchestra can get discount now?
Can bro. But not only the next orchestra. So you give me a string of orchestra until the rest of the year.
So that means every orchestra you 10% cheaper, 10% cheaper, 10% cheaper.
Also,
right?
but the 10% is not compounding.
Camera rolling?
Yep.
You suck Camera rolling?
Rolling.
Okay, action. What's the term? Concert master. Okay, so this is our concert master for the orchestra. His name is called Selwyn. Some of you might have known him. He was a DJ for Symphony 92, correct? Symphony 92, right?
Symphony 924.
Hear the voice, really confirmed DJ. There are a few questions I want to ask him.
Yes.
So the first question is, what is the role of a concert master?
Well, actually, the role is very simple. It's just to make sure that the strings simply have to play together. So basically, my job is to give cues. I'm seated at a corner, and I just need to make sure that when we are done with all the rests, and it's time to play something, I have to take out my violin and give a cue. That's it.
Did you notice that he pronounced the word rests? This one is the legit radio DJ.
Sorry,
Risks.
it's not part of the interview.
The second question is, what's the struggles of a concert master?
Actually, I don't have struggles. To put it simply, the conductor does the job. So my job is just to make sure that everybody gels together, comes in together, plays on time, plays in tempo, does the rhythm properly, and the show will run smoothly.
Okay, the final question. This one we must ask the rest of the string players down here. Why is he the concert master?
Hey,
Why is he the concert
because
master?
he's handsome. Yeah, he's the most handsome guy. So therefore, that's why he is the most in front. Selwyn 最帅。
我没有话讲。
Selwyn 万岁万岁。
没有话讲。Sorry, but actually, he's the most handsome.
Okay, this one is a story for another day. Alright, thank you so much, Selwyn. This is our conductor. His name is called Aaron. What is the role of a conductor?
Well, the main role of the conductor, I would say, is to make sure that the musicians play all together in time, play in the same way that the music requires, and that's how I come in. I try to show that through my gestures.
Okay, the second question is, what's the struggles of a conductor conducting a 16-piece orchestra?
Well, first and foremost, the conductor doesn't really make any sound, right? So there's only so much that I can do. Some things are just beyond my control. But I guess that's where if we play more together, we work more together, we can build better rapport, and yeah.
You must ask him. You must ask him how do you conduct. If let's say you want a specific part to be louder, like what actions will you use? Like what are the actions for this kind of thing?
How you tell the orchestra to be softer? How you tell the orchestra to be slower?
Bigger gestures.
How you tell the orchestra to everybody dance together?
Then I must dance really like that.
Okay, so this is Aaron. He is our conductor for the orchestra today.
Thank you.
Hey, buồn mây, na sương em nồng nhàn, siêu sinh cầm mai à, yên trôi khó, hình buồn mây, na hông ngồi mình yong, one sao xuyên màu hoa. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you want to be my one and only of my life. Yeah. Dear future husband, if you want to get that special love, then tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. When I see your face, that's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. When I be your 多深，我爱你有几分？你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。
So we have come to the end of our performance. As you can see, our crew are all packing up right now. We hope that you have learned something about what goes on behind the scenes of an orchestra. If you are looking at making your event a grand event, do remember to check us out at www.musicaltouch.sg. And also remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.